Welcome to Own the Chaos. The stock market is crazy and chaotic.
Oh my God, are you seeing this shit, bro? Tesla closed at $695. What the hell is going on?
Brad and Fat Man Zoom are here to help you own it.
Now with IBM getting here, I think it's just going to come more to the forefront, and people are going to get more and more eyeballs on Salesforce. Should see a really nice move.
Taking it to the suits, being relatable and hilarious.
We got D's nuts in the crew. Every
Hell
crew
yeah.
needs D's nuts. You know what D's nuts' #1 holding is? Big C.
Get ready to own the chaos in 3, 2, 1.
What up, people? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad. That is Fat Man Zoom. An interesting topic that we have going on. There's two offerings that have taken place overnight and into this morning, and we're here to talk about them. Fat Man Zoom, what are they on?
We're going to talk about NIO and Zoom. Fat Man Zoom part. Yeah, so NIO and Zoom. NIO had their investor day. Everybody got hyped. Stock moved up. They announced partnership with NVIDIA. And then boom, smart.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah.
Boom, they dropped the news. And then Zoom, out of nowhere, they decided to drop the news about their offering, but they're both green.
Yeah,
So
which
that's
is
good.
interesting.
Yeah.
You know, for me, these are definitely two different types of offerings. You know, when you see something like NIO that has gone up a ridiculous amount from its lows, and they finally issue an offering, especially after NIO Day and all that hype, that makes sense. What might not make sense to people is the one with Zoom, where it was already beaten down. It was down around 40-50% from its highs at 588, came all the way down to, 340s, and then they issue an offering? Doesn't make any sense. But let me put some perspective, and I have a theory here on this thing.
I love the theory.
I think,
Ethereum.
you know, when the offering comes out that doesn't make any sense, you know, and they don't even really need the money.
Preach.
But it seems as if this is the same type of situation we saw with Tesla before they got accepted into or brought into the S&P 500. And we've been speculating that Zoom could go into the S&P 500 in 2021 as one of our bold predictions. This might be another move that they have had to make to get into the S&P 500. And that is my theory on Zoom's offering.
I love that Ethereum. That's a great Ethereum. I forgot. So I just did a video on Zoom, and I actually forgot to even bring up the S&P 500.
Yeah.
But my God, that's going to make my year.
If that happens, that would be insane.
Speaking of, actually, sorry. We'll keep talking on that. But I want to shout out a few Chaos crew members. I want to shout out the early birds. So for today, I'm going to shout out the early birds, the top 10 early birds. Steve King, what's going on? G Money, Vinay, James McCrea, Eric Scarl, Arnie Vanaker, Hades Shakur. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. I just like saying Shakur when I see your name. And I didn't see the ACTC pop. I'm sorry. I got a million tickers people are sending me, but I promise I'll eventually get there. Shay Wright, let's go. Rudy Brown, Lynn's photo. And that's 10, but number 11 is my man, team coaching. We'll get into the bot. I do have some bot updates. Don't feel bad for asking the question, but we'll talk about the bot in a second as well.
Yeah, so if you guys are curious about some of the people we were shouting out, those are the folks that are in the Chaos crew. If you're not part of the Chaos crew, it is the channel membership. You can hit the join button next to subscribe. There's a link in the description as well. You get daily watch lists from us, which, by the way, the watch list today is absolutely effing crushing it. Penn is just going the hell off. My favorite stock for 2021 is just doing swimmingly in its first month of this year. Really good stuff there. But if you guys want to be part of that, get access to that daily watch list. Also get access to our portfolios as well as all kinds of other cool stuff, private live streams and that sort of thing. Make sure you're hitting that join button or the link in the description. We'd love to have you guys as a part of the group.
Nate, you want to get shout out? Be one of the first 10 to show up, or be one of the people that ask, "Where's my shout out?" There you go. All right. So, how do you feel overall about NIO? So the story is, and I know a lot of people joke that you were very bearish on NIO. You've come around and admitted that was That was a miss on you.
My biggest whiff of 2020.
But that sounds like you're saying that you're no longer down on NIO. Is that fair to say or no?
Yeah, I'm not down on it as much as I was.
Okay.
Put it this way. I still see, I finally see the potential in this thing. But I also made warnings about them needing cash up front, them needing to be able to continue to make money to support some of their efforts. Now, this could still turn into something really great. But the thing of it is, I got a lot of response on social media, by the way, at on the KS, at FatManZoom on Twitter, that they just didn't seem to really understand the offering. That, I put out that I thought the offering was pretty big. It's a $1.5 billion offering. And it was 330 million shares, I believe, worth. So it's a ton. Now the conditions of the offering was that they were going to be in the form of convertible notes, and they wouldn't the notes wouldn't mature till about 4 or 5 years from now, and then the other half would be a year later. The thing of it is that it's still dilution. It's still convertible notes, which means that that is cash that they can convert into shares. That's where the 330 million shares come from. There's a lot of response on Twitter and social media that were like, well, it's just notes. It's no big deal. Well, no, it's still dilution. Dilution is dilution no matter how you swing it. Not only that, but the notes, you can exercise those notes all the way up to the maturity date. It doesn't mean that it waits till then. We saw this with Tesla when they had a $5 billion offering multiple times last year. They said that it was able to be spread out. They didn't spread it out. They just dumped it all in one day. So they can do whatever they want with this money. It's just how it gets diluted, not... I don't know. It's dilution no matter how you swing it.
I feel like Rudy Gobert coughing all over my mic right now.
It's all good. You're fine, man.
This is one thing I do want to understand better, because I'm a man of the people. I'm a representative of you guys, because I'm still learning a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what's a good offering, what's a bad offering. I woke up freaked out a little bit about the Zoom offering. So Zoom, they have a $1.5 billion share offering, but you seem to be okay with it. It seemed like you had a little bit more concern over the NIO than the Zoom.
Yeah.
Why?
The reason is because of what I was saying about the potential S&P 500. It didn't make sense. Nothing really. I didn't understand any of this offering. Like, why? Usually when you see an offering and it shows up, it's like, oh, no big deal. I knew this was coming. Shocker that stock went up 1,000%, and then they issued a bunch of shares. Like, that makes sense. This situation, it was kind of like, okay, we're only looking at 1.5% of the actual market cap here. That's going to be diluted.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
No big deal. I mean, we saw that with Tesla. There's enough volume rolling into Zoom that money can get absorbed rather quickly. And then the timing also doesn't make sense. And the only thing that I could make sense of was that theory about S&P inclusion. Whereas NIO, for example, I'm not even saying it's a bad thing, but I think that people looking at this and being like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, like you should still be on watch.
You should just be aware that dilution is dilution, no matter how you swing. So.
That's a fair point. And I do, the one thing I hope when our story's written on Own the Chaos is I hope people realize that these analysts, they have the potential to pick these stocks just as well, if not better than these analysts.
Yeah.
And they realize that, like, there's not some magical format. It's just, or formula. It's just, are you willing to put in the time and work and use some common sense, right? And we talked about removing emotion. Like, those are variable factors, but really it's will you put in the time? Yeah. And are you willing to learn these stocks? But there's nothing magic about it. If you know business and if you're willing to research and do the legwork and do the due diligence, you can figure that out. And so the way I'll tie that to this situation is you're using a common sense sort of formula where you're saying, all right, something doesn't add up. Here's what I know about the stock. Here's what I know about business. And, like, why would you do that? And put yourself in their shoes and think about the leadership. And I think your theory is correct. Like, I mean, who knows if it's right or wrong?
Yeah.
But if you are right, that's a huge return. It keeps your emotions in check. It's saying, hey, listen, everything we know about this company up until now has shown historically that they do the right things and that they get it and that their shareholders are at the forefront of their mind. So they're not going to do something willy-nilly, right? If Nikola did this, you're like, they're idiots. So, okay, they just did something as an idiot.
Right.
Where, shout out to Nikola if you're watching. Whereas Zoom, it's very intentional. We've said Eric Yuan, the CEO of Zoom, is one of the best CEOs out there. If you listen to his earnings calls, he gets it. He understands how the relationship between the business and investors and shareholders work.
Yeah.
And so there's probably something underlying, and we have these rumblings about S&P. I think that's a really fair assumption that you're making.
Yeah.
Or a presumption, I guess.
I just got to say, though, if this happens and if this is the reason why it happens, I'm going to just swing my dick all over the place. I'm going to tell everybody that I knew it.
Primetime DJ says, "Don't look now. Zoom has been climbing since 12:30. Keep it up, please. Can we touch 350 today?" Well,
Yeah,
that's
so-
the goal is 350, people.
Yeah, 350. Yeah, I mean, I hope it goes higher.
Sorry,
than
I'm
that.
like moving shit around.
No, you're good. You're good. We're still trying to figure out, our rhythm here. But so bear with us in this new studio. But if you guys didn't see us on Stockwatch Sunday and you're just catching us now live, let us know what you think in the comments too about the new setup and what you guys want to see behind us, all that good stuff. We'd love to hear feedback from you guys. But it's still work in progress. The balls are pretty bare still.
But people are saying that Zoom's moving. What's it at? What's it looking like?
Zoom.
Oh yeah, up over 3%.
Yeah, so we actually had some theories about this too, about why things are moving today, because we saw that e-commerce, not named Amazon, was moving well today too. We're looking at Zoom right now. It is at 348, coming up on 350. I'm wondering if I didn't see any of this, and you guys can let us know in the comments. You can, if you can find some news or whatever, maybe look at Twitter or whatever.
Yeah.
The JP Morgan healthcare conference is this week. We're seeing some really strong moves out of healthcare right now. We're seeing some really strong moves out of e-commerce. Etsy, all-time highs, over $200 a share. Unbelievable. And now we have Zoom moving. I'm wondering if there's some talk during that health conference that perhaps the vaccine is going to be a little bit slower moving. And so that's why we're starting to see some of these stocks make a move, especially Zoom. That's pretty awesome, up 3.5% almost. So that's great. But yeah, I'm wondering if that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, we'll see. Tommy86 says Zoom is still in a downtrend, by the way. Yeah, it's absolutely in a downtrend.
100%, yeah.
We're hoping it breaks. Now, here's the thing. If it breaks that downtrend, it's on, Tommy86.
Yeah.
And wouldn't S&P be the most beautiful catalyst to get it out of the downtrend?
God, yeah.
So Primetime DJ said, "Hang that Jack Ma shirt in the background as a temporary decor." Speaking of, I wanted to say, I don't know if you guys can see, but I should just wear the tickers that I'm in because they seem to do well when I wear them. Yeah. So I got my Drive Shack. That's up today, green. Thanks for asking. M. Snyder said, well, business is growing fast. Yes, it is. Penn's killing it, baby. All-time highs. And where's Jack Ma, people? Free Jack Ma. Still no word. Oh my God. Free Jack Ma. So, yeah, Primetime DJ said to hang that up. We should get, like, the shadow box frame.
Yeah,
light that thing up. We'll put it on right there, bro. Right? Literally, screams freaking
that would be great.
Jack Ma corner.
Yeah. Those of you guys don't know the studio, there's 2 walls that are exposed brick, and then we have 2 walls of sheetrock. So we're going to put it on the brick. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So, no, we'll certainly see what happens. But so far, looking good.
This looks awesome, man. 349.
Drive Shack, for those of you who are in the mentorship tomorrow, the level 3 tomorrow. On Wednesdays now, I officially am leading the live stream trading in the morning. Level 3, folks. Drive Shack is probably going to be one of the ones we're discussing. It's time for the On the Chaos long-term portfolio to potentially get into that.
Yeah, it went all the way up to 264 today, which is pretty awesome. And then it's kind of settled back down to 247, but it's been awesome to see how this hasn't really wavered from that mid $2 range. It's held that area pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of the portfolio, do you want to talk about level 2, level 3, and what we offer?
Yeah, so if you guys are in the level 1 Chaos Crew, which is just the lowest level there, you get the daily watch list and all that good stuff, but to get access to our portfolios, to get our daily morning live streams before the market opens, to see what we're doing, actively trading, being part of the community, all that stuff. sign up to level 2 or 3. Those are really good. We try to provide as much value as we can for each level. And again, it just goes back to supporting the channel. I mean, the reason we're here is because of our Chaos Crew, so we can't thank you guys enough. So you guys want to be a part of that and get more out of it and support the channel, become part of the Chaos Crew first and foremost, but then also maybe consider level 2 or 3.
Primetime said I'm a walking billboard, which I am today. I'm not taking off the free Jack Ma shirt until I know he's safe and sound. I need to know my Baba's safe and sound, okay? And then he asked if I can start wearing a CRM Salesforce gear when it breaks 225.
Oh, man.
I need to get a CRM shirt because I need it to break.
Yeah.
It's one of my stocks for 2021. So you're right. Maybe I can make some calls and get us some CRM shirts.
We know some Salesforce people, so that could be a possibility.
Yeah. Yo, if you're listening, bro, send it out. Send it out, Jay. Oh, man, Facebook jersey. Yeah, we got all that stuff. Tommy just upgraded to level 2. Nice, man.
Hell yeah.
Fat Man Zoom, shout out Julio.
Say what?
Julio Cesar Lorenco
Bianchi
in the house. Racket skirt is. I don't really know what I'm saying. That's how it comes in my mind when I first see it. It's rocket shirt ASAP, but in my mind when I read it, it goes rocket skirt is skirt. Anyways, are we good with that topic? I want to talk a little bit about the bot.
Yeah, what else you got?
So team performance coaching, what's going on? So he had mentioned something earlier, and I didn't write it down, but he had mentioned about the bot, and so we have a dividend trading bot for you guys don't know. So it's an automated bot, and we're selling licenses in phases to only the Chaos Crew for now, but we're about to release another round of licenses on Friday. So first, let me get this out of the way. If you're interested in the automated trading bot, basically set it, forget it. It trades for you. It does all the work for you. It's a long-term dividend play, or it's a long-term bot. So it'll just do all the work and you'll be good. Monthly fee. If you're interested in learning more about that and potentially getting a license, Friday, I believe at noon, I should actually know the exact time, but Friday at noon, we are going to do an info session. So go to onlycast.com. Scroll to, actually right the first thing is Dividend Bot, RSVP for Dividend Bot. Put your information in there and we'll give you an email with the link on Friday and we'll update you if you're interested in that. We already have a decent amount of people, but check it out. Or you can just go to ask a question on stockwatchsunday.com or onlychaos.com and then just say, hey, add me to their RSVP list. If you want to do that, that's totally fine. But the question that team had asked was, so O Realty, ticker symbol O, is one of the stocks that are in the dividend bot. And he said, today would have been a good day to buy. Does the dividend bot trade on that? No, I don't. Some of this is proprietary, so I don't want to get too deep into it. The reason why it wouldn't, and if you can pull up O for me, please, Brad.
Sure.
The reason why, obviously, there are great opportunities to get in. We are constantly upgrading the algorithm, and the algorithm will change in the future, but it's not looking for this opportunity because this is a long-term trading bot. We're just using the power of compounding and the power of time and more about when it's in the position and gets out. Now, that could change in the future, but he just asked, does it get in the ex-dividend date? It makes sure that it's always in during the ex-dividend date, but there are parameters in the algorithm that say, hey, get out of this or stay in this. So it could potentially stay in for months.
Yeah.
Theoretically, years, probably won't, but months, but then the ex-dividend, it'll make sure that's in before the ex-dividend date. So I hope that answers your question. But I will say we are looking at other tweaks to the algorithm, and we back test it. So we'll run scenarios to say, will it work if we try to factor in a day it dips and get in on a dips? But as of right now, no, it does not do that. And another good thing is, speaking of the dividend bot, we are constantly adding stocks to the dividend bot. And when you're a part of the dividend bot, we're going to be having quarterly meetings. So if you are owning the dividend bot, you'll get an email. Actually, there's a Discord. You probably don't even realize this. We have a Discord channel just for the dividend people.
Yeah.
So we'll basically do a meeting with them. So they're actually, if you are part of the dividend bot, you get to make decisions. So you're going to be able to throw out ideas for dividends, stocks that we add. and just general updates. But we're adding more stocks to the dividend bot. Next week we'll add them, but we're picking the stocks today. We're going to do a video that'll be released tomorrow that will actually tell you the three, where it's going to be 3 to 5 stocks that we're going to add into the dividend bot. So the video is about top dividend stocks, but we're actually going to take those top dividend stocks and we're going to put them into the dividend bot to add more positions. So if you guys want to check out that video, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're updated when that goes out. It'll be released at 8 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be in the chat chatting you up when it's released through the premiere. God damn, that was a good promo, wasn't it?
That was pretty flawless.
I'm getting better at it.
You're getting much better at it. I wanted to welcome some folks up to level 2. Claire Langton and Malcolm Barker. Welcome to level 2 on the crew. Thanks so much for upgrading.
Malcolm, that interception that you made on Russell Wilson in the Super Bowl was incredible. Way to jump the route.
That was Malcolm Butler, right?
Oh, damn. What else we got, man?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Do we have any? So if you guys are wanting more of Own the Chaos, today we are going live at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Chaos Crew members only. So if you guys want to do that, make sure you're hitting the join button next to subscribe. Link is also in the description if you can't find it there. That's all I got. You got anything else? It's kind of a short day.
No, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, James, remember, guys, I can't continue to do this. You're not supposed to look at the bot. It's over years, not over days, weeks, or months.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be the thorn in my side that I don't think people wrap their head around.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't care about a short term. This is long term.
No.
Okay, guys. Yeah, that's it.
That's going to do it for us. Thanks, guys, so much for hanging out on your way out the door. If you don't mind hitting that thumbs up, subscribing to Own the Chaos, certainly would appreciate it. And last minute, thanks so much for the donation, SoundCloud. Appreciate the $10. And it says, hey, Chaos Crew and Brad and Fat Man Zoom, shout out. Funny pranks going wrong, and Jason just kind of... Yeah, shout out both of those guys.
Give me that chicken wing, baby.
The real ones.
Let's fly. Where Jack Ma? Free Jack Ma.
Oh, my God. See you guys. Have a good one. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.